Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalam ala khatimil anbiya. In a very interesting and enlightening hadith reported by Salman al-Farisi radhiyallahu anhu, it is mentioned that around the end of month of Shaban, the Prophet, peace be upon him, addressed his companions and told them that a month is about to start, and it will have a shadow of rahmah, of blessings of Allah on them. And this month is going to be the month of Ramadan, in which if they make their faraid obligations, then they will have a reward of 70 times. And if they make something which is sunnah, it will be having a reward of fard. And similarly, he mentioned that this is a month in which they are going to have enormous reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because of sabr and because of their perseverance and sacrifice. Sabr was samaha. If we look into this hadith, we find that it emphasizes and focuses particularly on the concept of patience in Islam. This patience is also felt and practiced in the month of fasting. A person suppresses his desire to drink cold water, to eat when he feels hungry. At the same time, if he feels tired in the evening, but the month demands that he should have a long session of around over an hour in which he listens to Quran in Taraweeh, or stays awake vigil for part of night, although the body demands some rest. All these aspects relate with sabr directly. But what makes us think about this hadith more deeply is that the Prophet, peace be upon him, gives this aspect as the importance of this month. This month is important because of it is a month of perseverance and of contributing your share towards society. The word sabr has been used in the Quran in many places. For example, the Quran says, "Wasta'inu bis sabri was salah." Take help from sabr and salah in all matters. When a person feels alone, alienated, but discovers Allah is with him, then he feels inner strength. He feels not alone. He feels the most strong supporter, one who controls everything in the world, is behind him, and that gives him confidence. Similarly, when a person feels that he is unable to achieve some objective, or he is facing some difficulties, and he makes prayer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then this is a direct conversation between a servant and the Lord. No one in between. Directly talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by beginning with his praise, admitting he needs his help, telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you alone can help me. In other words, taking help from this concept of sabr as well as prayer is a unique dimension which is inculcated in the month of fasting in every believer. Similarly, we find in other places the Quran tells us that if there are only 20 sabirun, they will overcome 200 opponents. This Quranic reference appears in the context of those wars that took place between the Muslim community of Madinah Munawwara and the Mushrikeen of Makkah and surrounding areas. Muslims were still in small number, while the mushrikeen of Arabia were in huge number. And we find quite often there was a large difference in their proportion. This ayah tells us that if believers are concerned about their quality of iman, their commitment to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is strong, then they may be small in number, but they are going to have larger impact and they will succeed against a huge number of opponents. Allah